Hello everyone, welcome to AdCreative.ai. On this video, I'm going to be showing you how marketing professionals, such as marketing agencies and freelancers, are using AdCreative.ai to bring their clients creatives that convert while decreasing their workload. So this is going to be a very short video. Basically, we've seen that marketing agencies usually tend to create two different brands for all their clients. So basically they usually create with the main logo and then usually the dark logo or the white logo. Usually brands use one or two. But the first thing you're going to do is that you're going to be creating one brand for each one of your clients. And it's very important that it's optional, but it's very important that you also go ahead and connect ad accounts for each one of your brands. So if your client has a Facebook account and a Google account, you can connect those things to your client's brand, and this way we can actually learn more. And then this way you can also use another feature called Creative Insights that we're gonna see quickly. So marketing agencies, they kind of have to create one brand for each one of their clients. And after they create a brand, what they can do is that they can go and start creating projects. Usually what we've seen is that clients in this case especially, they require, as always, kind of better and better results. And to bring your clients better and better results without doing a lot of optimizations, data optimizations like the old times, what you're kind of doing these days is that you're using Facebook dynamic creative ads or Google Performance Max ads or different type of ad types where you test different creatives all at once. And the platform's machine learning models got so good that at some point in some ad accounts, it happens that for weeks you don't actually have to touch to that ad account, but the ad account is getting better and better click-through rates, conversion rates, and so on. So what you want to do is Performance Max or dynamic creative ads, for example. And when you have dynamic creative ads, you need to put 10 creatives there to get the best results. And let's say that you have 10 clients, each one of them has 5 products, that's 50 products that you need to advertise, and each one of them needs 10 creatives, that's 500 creatives. So even if you have full-time 2-3 graphic designers, that's going to be a couple of weeks or a couple of days, depending on how fast they are, of work. So what you can do is that you can use AdCreative.ai to decrease the workload of your graphic designers. And if you don't have graphic designers, you can actually start selling your clients creative work. So you can always communicate with your clients that, look, we are not a creative agency, but we do prepare conversion-focused ad creatives. So we don't do some creatives like specifically in the exact way you want, but we can generate creatives for you that is going to bring you good results. So if your client is really result-focused, they want to see numbers, better CTR, better conversion rates, more sales, AdCreative.ai is going to be an amazing addition to your stack. So you're going to be able to provide them lots of creatives without literally increasing no workload at all. So what you will be doing is that you will be coming here, you will be creating different projects for them, and then you would be basically kind of selling those creatives or per creative or as a package, or you just want to increase your quality of work, and you can tell them that from now on each client, for example, has 10 to 20 creatives. That's kind of the way that we are doing in these days. Some of our clients are kind of started selling creative packages to their clients, Google Performance Max package, Facebook Dynamic Creatives package, etc., or like 50 packages a month. So they kind of monetize AdCreative.ai. Or there's also some clients that's kind of a minority, but there's also a client that just says that, you know what, I'm not going to be charging my clients extra. I'm just going to tell them that now we can generate creatives for them in a matter of minutes and they are not being charged. This way you kind of increase your quality of work. And let's be transparent, there's not a lot of agencies out there that provides free creatives, because that's a very expensive thing to offer. You need to have full-time graphic designers that knows you, knows the client, reliable, every day there, etc. Right? So AdCreative.ai works that way. And in the meantime, if you have a team members that are not necessarily good at copywriting, you can also use our copywriting tool called Text Projects. So your team not only generates creatives, but in the same time, they can get a lot of value from our text generator, which is going to give you headlines or ad copy such as primary text on Facebook in a matter of seconds. So you can take that, edit it, and use it on wherever you want. So that's another thing. And the last thing that agencies kind of love doing on AdCreative AI is that we brought this feature called Creative Insights. Basically, Creative Insights brings the best performing creatives from your Facebook and Google ad accounts into this page. So at a glance, you can directly see which creatives perform the best for you, for that brand, in Facebook in the last 7 days. You can change that to last 3 months, for example. It's going to go aggregate that data and it's going to bring it to you. We've seen that agencies tend to come here, take a screenshot of that section to give to their clients. And in the meantime, since we've seen that, we're bringing a small reporting tool within this page, so you can actually download as a PDF or a PNG or a CSV format to give it to your client in that format as well. But we've seen that our agencies kind of like the Creative Insights as well, because as you know, there is no platform that gives it this visually, this way, and that's why AdCreative AI could be an addition as well. Just to wrap up, so as a marketing agency, you get in there, you create one brand for each of your clients. Let's say that Google was your client. You can actually go and create one brand for Google, and then you can actually go to Creative Project, and on the Creative Projects, you can have all these creatives generated for your clients and projects in a matter of seconds. You have hundreds of them. Let's say that your team kind of likes this thing. You can download that creative. And as you can see, as soon as you download it and click on it, it's going to bring you this pixel perfect creative ready to be sent to your client. So unless your client has some kind of creative work where everything matters, every radius has to be in their perfect way, in that case, maybe graphic designer is gonna make more sense. But if your clients are very conversion focused, they're like, look, stay very close to our brand guidelines, but brings us results, bring us sales, bring us beautiful looking creatives. That's kind of what it is. So if Google was our client, that creative is extremely beautiful. As you can see, it's pixel perfect, it's amazing, and it would take most probably a couple of hours to design someone without much skills to do it on Canva. So that's also like going to decrease a lot your team's workload, and they can really focus on what really matters, which is the client's ad accounts, the results, the reports, and so on. So let's go back to the platform. That's the creative projects, and when it comes to the text projects, your team can always create some text projects to get such beautiful texts. If you're not happy with, if they're happy with one of them, but they want to add emojis, they can go and make any kind of change here, add more stuff, add their URL, etc. And then they can copy and use it on the platforms. If they're not ready, they can just save it. And lastly, on Creative Insights, you can just go and select your client's ad account, client's brand, and then client's platform, and then select the time frame, and you can see the best performing creatives for them to take a screenshot or simply show it to them. So in this under 10 minutes video, I kind of wanted to show you how brands are using it. There is one last thing that I left at the end. It's the user accounts. So as you know, every package of us is coming with users accounts, so you can actually share it with your employees, with your team members, with your team leaders, to collaborate at the same time with you. So if, for example, in this case, I invited Elon Musk as a user, so Elon can do everything except creating a brand, but they can generate creatives, text projects, etc. And if I wanted to, for example, invite Mark Zuckerberg as an admin, Mark can pretty much do anything that I can do, so can create brands, change packages, do any kind of changes in that account except canceling that account. So that's an admin type and then a user type. And for agencies, there is one feature that's coming super soon. It's going to be white label. White label is requested a lot by or big brands and advertisers or marketing agencies, because marketing agencies would like to rebrand AdCreative AI with their own colors, own URL, and own logo, so that they can actually start inviting their clients. That's why we are bringing this white label solution, and we are going to be bringing also another user type called clients, so you can actually bring your client to AdCreative AI with your own logo, and your client is going to see your logo, so they're going to think that it's your platform, so it's going to be a white label platform. And in the meantime, your client will only see the brands that you attach to them, so your client is not going to be see another client's project, which makes AdCreative AI one of the best upsell you can have today in 2022. That's why we are working really hard on these features as well, because we want to give marketing agencies a very good chance to decrease their workload, bring their clients more value, and in the meantime generate much more money through one account. And that's why in these three things, marketing agencies can use AdCreative AI to scale their own businesses. So that's going to be pretty much it. I want to keep this video under 10 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be here.